Hi, so I want to talk to you about why the third eye is not evil. A lot of people think it is, a lot of Christians. And here's the thing, why would God create a human being with the ability to have intuition and to be able to see and communicate freely via their third eye if it was evil, right? So the church, in that respect, keeping it hidden from us, and this big secret all this time for thousands of years, burning people at the stake for having visions and that kind of thing, that is evidence that the church is not on your side and not of God, doing God's will. So a human being in operating optimally is what we are supposed to be. But from an early age, we're kept down and our intuition is kept down. We're told you're supposed to do what you're told. You're not supposed to have visions and imaginary friends and this is why we are mocked by corporations, the church, and governments using symbolisms that are such as like the all-seeing eye on the dollar bill. You can see on the dollar bill that the pyramid has an all-seeing eye, and that top part, the capstone, has been removed. That's them mocking you, saying we've removed your intuition and your ability to see, your all-seeing eye. The reason they call it an all-seeing eye is because once you've activated it, you can see anywhere in the world, and you can communicate with anybody that you want to communicate with. You can teleport if you activate your heart center. Your heart has the biggest EM field of the body, and through this trinity where the mind and the heart and the spirit are all one, and you're optimally operating at a harmonic resonance, you can move out of your body and teleport wherever you want to go. Now, a lot of people think that's dangerous, and it can be if you're not prepared. Because you can enter into the astral realms, which is full of entities, right? But, if you're a practiced master, or you've practiced under a master, then you understand that fear is your greatest enemy, and you don't have to go into a state of fear. You know that what you're seeing is part of the illusion of reality. Everything is an illusion, and that the brain is what causes us suffering. So this is one of the biggest secrets that was ever kept from humanity. And we have to be able to develop this as a Christed being. That's what makes us a complete or holy being. I want to share some of the experiences that I've had. I've been able to see the past, the present, and the future. Whether it's remote viewing is what I call the present viewing, where I can, in real time, fly over different areas and see different things. The Mayans call it the power of magical flight, which happens to be, when you look up your oracle, that happens to be one of my gifts, is that I have the power of magical flight. So for some reason, this is easier for me, I guess, than some other people, but I can't control it necessarily. I'm just, at specific times, I'm shown things. And I've noticed that it's even harder for me to do lately. It was easier for me to do from 2012 to about 2016. And then I started noticing a lot of interference. And I don't know if it's because of the Wi-Fi that's gone up everywhere. I stopped using fluoride in my toothpaste, and, I was sun gazing. So all of these things help. But when the vision started, it was through sun gazing. And I heard a crackling sound in the center of my head one day. And I heard I saw a bright light, and I heard a very loud crash in the center of my head. My mother heard the same thing. So I know that this is connected because she was sun gazing too. So if you want to be able to tap into your own innate abilities, first of all, know that it's not evil. Know that it requires knowledge and practice, and know that it is something that a true human being is capable of doing. Now, once you're able to do this, that's called being a Christed being versus integrating with artificial technologies to be able to do all of this, because that's what they're going to offer you next. So they want you to give up your sovereignty because they haven't told you that you have this ability. So I'll share with you some of the things that I've seen in the next video. Thanks for listening.